Hi Jonathan. As you probably guessed, I did my second video project about my job as a coach at the Levy Cycling Club. I tried to add more concrete examples and include less theory in my text to reduce the length of my video. Due to the complexity of the theory that we've seen in class this semester, I could not have used these applications in my job, but the managers could. Thus, I will describe how the organization team could include these features as directors of the Levy Cycling Club. In my video project, I will be covering the module 8 and 9 for Excel mainly, and also the module 8, 9, and 10 for PowerPoint. Okay, so to start off, the Levy Cycling Club wants to increase its promotion to gain more contribution by its members because it needs financing to pay the Canadian Championship. Indeed, manager went over last year's data to notice which cyclists give more money and where they come from. To do so, he went over the data entered in the table and created pivot tables to make results more visual for him. Surprisingly, in average, he found out that the cycling organization is receiving more donation from members who just entered the club than from the old ones. By using the pivot table, he was able to add all the contributions from athletes per number of years of affiliation and also count the numbers of members per section. Thus, he should prioritize to do his promotion to the new members instead of the old ones. Indeed, out of the 16 donations, 9 people had 2 years or less of affiliation. Moreover, cyclists from Lauson and Lévis tend to donate more money than the people from other regions. In fact, since there are members from Lévis, this region donates more than others. Therefore, if he needs to attend a training to do his promotion, he should wait to have one in those places to make it more profitable. Also, if the manager thinks it is pertinent, he can add a pivot chart to show visually the contribution per region and insert a slicer to demonstrate how much each athlete gave. Like this, it will be easier for him to select the right people who donate the more. For another objective, the manager could have inserted a 3D map to show him clearly where the members of the Levy Cycling Club comes from, thus where the training should take place to facilitate more people. I was not able to complete the 3D map because those regions are not recognizable by this software. The director of the Levy Cycling Club are studying to prepare the season 2019. Indeed, he is encountering a big issue. Due to the expansion of the club, which is in average 10 members per year, the Levy Cycling Club needs to hire new coaches. He used a scenario manager to notice this problem. To remain fair between every trainer, all of them must perform the same number of hours. Indeed, in this situation, Dani must do 15 hours to see all our athletes, where the 2 other coaches only have 12. The scenario manager application was really helpful for him because he directly put the 15 hours in red. Consequently, the director will not be stressing to find a new trainer right before the beginning of the season. He also used goal seed comment in the what if analysis to realize that the only way that Dani was to perform 12 hours per week was to change the number of athletes that she is in charge of. By reducing her number of children from 9 to 12 years old, instead of 17, she should have 12. Like this, she would have 20 children to train, which would reduce her number of hours to 12, like the other 5 coaches. Okay, the Levy Cycling Club manager realized that the new mountain biking session was definitely a success. Thus, the Levy Cycling Club should buy more bicycles so future members will rent them instead of buying ones. Indeed, the director decided that 10 bicycles were necessary and a budget of $102,000 was allocated to them. The manager does not have the money to pay these bicycles yet and did not want to ask its members from contribution again. Therefore, he will need to take a bank loan of 12,000. The manager does not know yet when he will be able to reimburse this sum. However, he thinks that 18 months would be realistic. He created and inserted a rate schedule table along with the bank loan payment calculator. He has done so to notice how much interest the club would have to pay according to the number of months he chooses to repay the loan. Obviously, he wanted to compare his result with the bank, which is Desjardins, to see if he had made a mistake. Indeed, he noticed that all the numbers were exactly the same. The Lévis Cycling Club director decided that he wanted to do a visual support for the revenue streams. Indeed, to do so, he created a slide layout that could be used in the future as well. He only kept the two different title slides and one comparison slide to do his PowerPoint. He added the logo of the Lévis Cycling Club on the main title slide. Indeed, next year it will be able to use the same PowerPoint and will only have to change the numbers. He built a text box and set it as the default text box. He could always modify it if ever the components are not the one that he wants. Finally, he included a table from Excel containing the same information. He was able to do so by inserting an object and creating it from a file. He also kept the link to the Excel table. Therefore, if you want to modify this number, he only has to click on the graph and it will open directly on Excel. Moreover, a photo album of some of the competition would have been extremely interesting to create. It could have been displayed during the final dinner of the season to recall good souvenirs. Indeed, a lot of theory that I've seen on Excel and PowerPoint could have been used before for the Lévis Cycling Club. Yet, for Pivoters and Pivot Table, I'm not extremely sure of its pertinence for this organization. Otherwise, maybe my examples were not as developed enough to really understand all the significance of this application. As for PowerPoint, this program is not a necessity since the Lévis Cycling Club is more in the sports development. The organization is not looking to expand and does not frequently perform presentations or speeches. Our sponsors are already established as well and our main clientele. Therefore, in real life, the manager of the Lévis Cycling Club wouldn't use the features that I've seen for PowerPoint a lot. However, it is always good to know for me because if it is not as a coach in the Lévis Cycling Club that I'm going to use PowerPoint, I may use it in many other different jobs. So thanks for listening and I hope that you enjoyed it.